Yes, and welcome to the Red Pitch Podcast. I'm back with my brother. What's going on, Specs?
Come on, man. I'm good, man. I had a bit of a late one watching the Villa Newcastle game, madness, but I'm all
Mm,
good, bro.
that was an interesting game, man. You know what? Let's might as well since you brought it up. Let's start there, man. I watched a bit of the game. Could have been 7-7.
Yep,
It was
you,
a
you, you
mad
said that
end-to-end stuff. End-to-end stuff. How did you feel about your defending in that game?
because it's not the full lineup, the usual. I
Mm,
weren't too concerned. Plus, I realised he said it after the game that he's going to be
yeah,
doing that. It's pre-season. We're trying a new formation
yeah.
with the 3-4-2-1.
Hmm.
So I was like, okay, that's a positive look in a sense of you can't play fourth. Obviously, don't break something if it's still working. But for next
Yeah,
season, people know about us now, bro. And the
yeah.
Champions League games and stuff. We've got to try different things, try players in different positions. So even though we went 2-0 down
Mm,
very quick, I thought we was still okay. Basically, there's pros and cons in that
exactly.
whole lineup, and that's the whole point of pre-season. But
Mm.
yeah, there's a few players that my eye was on a lot, like Gordon. He
Gordon
just
looked good, you
continued.
know. He looked good. That's
But
that's the best. That's the best I've seen him in a while, man. He looked really
look,
good,
man,
really clean.
in all of his games he's been in pre-season for us so far, he's been looking nice. He's carrying on that momentum from the Euros,
Mm,
continuous games. So I'm looking out for him. He's looking nippy, as you said last night on the phone.
yeah,
And the one that I've been seeing in my videos after videos after videos, the one that's kind of under the radar is Elliot Anderson.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
looking I've always been excited about him, but he's looking like he's on this. He's like, he knows players are coming in. He's an
Mm,
academy player, get me, homegrown kind of thing. He's like, he wants to
mm.
get his game times. He wants to get his game time in the Champions League. It's competitive.
20
You know what
years
I'm saying?
old as well. 20 years old. He impressed me, man. He was good.
Bro, but he is ready. He's ready. So I was just like, it's gonna be competitive. Yeah, we can buy all these midfielders and Tonali's and all that, but those other players, they're on it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So yeah, man, like, looking good. Isaac and Wilson lately competing for each other, like they
of
push each
course.
other hard. One scores, the other scores. It's just this, which is good for us. But yeah, man, I
Exactly.
thought
Healthy
overall was all right.
competition, isn't it? Healthy comp,
Huh?
man. Healthy comp, you need it.
Have to, man. So that's if you want to push forward. But Villa,
Mm,
Emery's looks like he's got them organised, man.
yeah.
He's got them organised. Like even Mings was saying, like their defence, they get a lot more on the ball now, where they've got to push forward with the ball and
Mm,
without the ball. Like
mm.
so, yeah, they look like it's gonna be interesting. But the summer series has been interesting. Your team as well is getting
Yeah,
competitive. But the
very
tackles
competitive.
though, the referees, even though it's a friendlies, we should have had two penalties as well. But the
Mm,
referee, they've got to protect the players more so in these pre-seasons because I'm seeing some mental. By the time the season starts, you might not even have bloody Rice or Havertz or anyone. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because it's ridiculous, man.
Just be injuries, man. I'm telling you, with our game as well, it's like I felt that, you know, Man United were very, very aggressive. Very
Yeah,
aggressive. You
they
know,
look
and
decent though as well. They look kind of deep. They
yeah,
look decent though, but this is pre-season.
that's
See what
what
I'm
I mean.
saying?
They look good. It's just, it's just gonna remind me of like all the Man United fans are going crazy and all that. But it's just like last year. They beat Liverpool 4-0 in pre-season and we get happy. And then in the
Oh
league
yeah,
when it mattered, they get spanked 7-0.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So
I see all the trolling going on like and
yeah.
with the Arsenal fans and Man. But with Arsenal, like I said, it's pre-season. Maybe Man United were just a bit more up for it. Who knows? Or he got to live to Arsenal more. I don't know. Like it's pre-season anyway. Like nothing to for me to be like, ooh. Momentum wise, obviously you want your team to. You get what I'm saying? But come on, man. Get me in that
Exactly.
serious. Like you didn't get battered. Like it went like, oh my gosh, Arsenal awful. Like it's just like
Mm.
you lost it. That's it.
There you go. You got a question come up from Scant. So, who's the top dog in centre midfield? I don't know if Bruno will like sharing the limelight. How are you feeling about that?
That's a good question, man. Like Bruno's the man. Everyone sings his name. Now they're singing Tonali's name already. That's how our fans are. We're very warming.
Mm,
Um, instead of sharing that, I think they'll do. I think no, I think he embraces Tonali there. because there was an Astro thing called the Astro Pro thing, where in that game, the last game against Villa, he had like a camera thing on for the whole game.
Yeah.
Bruno Guimaraes, like you can hear him a lot, like him and Sandro, like you know what I'm saying, like trust me, they'll embrace each other, and I think he'll give Bruno more of a license to, not license. I think he'd be more pushed back. I'm not sure how it's gonna work, but nah, I don't think. Just to the question to Scants, I don't think he's gonna be an ego thing as such. You know what I'm saying?
And there's another question that Scants asked me the other day that I wanna cover as well. He said, what are your views and expectations on friendlies for your clubs? Like what are your views and expectations on friendlies?
Well, see, my expectation of the players is to give your best.
Yeah.
Regardless if it's because the whole point of pre-season is to give your best, to see what you're about coming up and giving the manager something to think about.
Yes.
In terms of my views on the friendlies, I said in my video that I just put out, I was like, when this whole summer series came up and I see these like Villas and the Brightons and the Chelseas we got to play, I was like, nah, man, I don't like that. I just want to play what I'm used to, and then we go into it. But looking at it now, I think that's why it's not a preseason to me. It's competitive because, if anything, that's good for all those teams to get into their head from now going into the actual season.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So my views on it is like, yeah, and more importantly, like I said, it's been competitive. Remember, pre-seasons are important for managers because, like I said, it gives them the excuse and the comfortness to try out things. Do you get what I'm saying?
Totally agree.
So if you let's say we got battered 7-0 yesterday with that formation, it's like, boy, I have to scrap that. You know what I'm saying? But it had its pros and cons, so that's the good thing. You can't try these things necessarily, especially if you're one of the top teams or Newcastle are now put up into that ranking. You ain't got time to be trying formations in certain games. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So preseason is important, man. It's very important for players, young players, getting a sniff. Trust me.
Yeah, I agree. I think to be honest, my answer will probably be the same as yours. Really, there's not much. There's not much I'll really add or take away from that. But yeah, let's switch up quick, man. I want to go to this Mbappe thing. Obviously, Mbappe's been offered £700 million wages just for one season.
Is that facts or does hearsay of it? You think there's some truth into it?
I think there's truth to it. So they're willing to offer PSG 300 million transfer fee, plus they're going to pay Mbappe 700 million euros in wages just for 1 year, and then he can leave after that 1 year and go wherever he wants for free. At 24 years old, you're Mbappe. Are you taking that to maybe take a year out and not play at the top level for a year of your career so early on, and knowing that you're going to come back at 25 and probably play for Real Madrid or another one of the top teams? Or would you be like, you know what? No, I can't really. It's too early to go there. Even though the money's good, it's too early to go there. What would you do personally if you're Mbappe? What's your move?
Me personally, it's a 60 to 40% kind of one in terms of weighing it up, because in hindsight, I want to say he goes to Saudi, blows his knee out, and he's out for a year and a half, and then never recovers again. And it's like, whoa, he missed out. But at the same time, it could be the other way around, where he doesn't take it and blows his knee out anyway. But my thing is, I never judge someone to say, like the whole Jordan Henderson thing. I don't judge no one to say, oh, you're already rich, you've already got money, because you're not in their position. You don't know how much their lifestyle costs. And why shouldn't they want more and more and more? Ain't about greed. If you can get the highest you can in this short career, go for it. But me personally, for him, I can't judge him, but I think he can retire today if he wanted to, and live the rest of his bloody life. Do you get what I'm saying? So for me, he's got unfinished business. I want to see him. From him, I'll just carry on. And if you're still healthy and the Saudi league is still going on strong, teams are going to want you, and you can make your money, and that's still there for you anyway. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget why you're in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, so even for a year, I wouldn't risk it for a year.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Just play your ball, man, and show the world. Because people Like the whole Mbappe thing, I get tired of them kind of stories. The Harry Kane one, I don't want to talk about it, but if you want to, we will. The Mbappe thing is like, yeah, we all got Mbappe, but I ain't seen nothing yet. Do you get what I'm saying? I want to see you in the Premier League. I want to see you in the La Liga. Do you get what I'm saying? I want to see you in those kind of leagues
Yeah.
to see you, okay, what you really saying. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. You need to make that big move like a Haaland, because like as much as we know, like, I believe Mbappe could come over to England and do a fantastic job.
In the right setup.
Yeah, but I understand what you're saying. Like someone like Balogun goes over there, scores 21 goals. Lacazette, who couldn't really get a sniff in the Premier League, has gone over and is top goal scorer or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of the things like, you know,
test yourself. Haaland did it.
yeah,
You get me?
it's time
Like,
now. Make that move now. Go to, like you said, La Liga. Come to England.
come to England
And really prove that you can do it on that level.
Let's show the world now. Show yourself. It's mad because there's one team. Had a choice to pick one team for him to go to, it'll be Arsenal. That for me is the best team for me that I can see him in. I can't. You get what I'm saying? Like, can you imagine him in an Arsenal setup, bro?
Man, I'd love that, but we can't afford the wages, man. Unless he's willing to come down and take at least $350 a week.
Boy, I can't see, man.
He ain't accepting that, man. So
you'd have to sell Saka to get him in, man. I don't know, man.
Listen, we'll have to sell half the team.
Yeah, man. Trust me.
Saka, Martinelli, and Saliba, just to bring him in. To
trust me.
His wages. I'm telling you.
Can you imagine? Yeah.
Exactly. But I just want to segue quickly, into just a quick thing on Aaron Ramsdale. Now, me personally, right? Aaron Ramsdale, I like him. He's a good keeper. There's no denying he's a good keeper. Does he have mistakes in him like every other keeper has in them? 100%. Is he an elite keeper? No. Like, I just feel that with us, Arsenal's a football club. If we're going to be taken seriously and go to that next level, we need an elite keeper. You need like a Alisson type of keeper. You need like an Edison type of keeper, like a Manning Young. Like you need that high upper echelon type of goalkeeper. Do you get what I'm saying? Aaron Ramsdale, yes, he's young. He's 24 still, so he's going to learn. He's got time to learn. But in terms of going into the Champions League, do I feel 100% confident with him as my keeper in the Champions League? Not 100%. And this is where I feel that the defenders are going to have to really, really be on top of their game in this Champions League, and really support Aaron Ramsdale. Yes, he's a good, he's a decent sweeper keeper, 100%. We know this, but he's still got a lot to learn. I feel we still need that. Like, you look on our goalkeepers on our bench, we got Matt Turner, we got Carl Hein. The level from Ramsdale to Turner, Carl Hein, it's a major drop. Do you get what I'm saying? So if Ramsdale's out now, I don't have any confidence in any of our backup keepers. I feel that we need someone to come in and really, really challenge Ramsdale. He ain't got no one to challenge him right now. So he's sitting comfortably. He can make mistake after mistake. And he knows, well, I'm number one. I'm going to start week in, week out. He needs that kick. Do you get what I'm saying?
In terms of your backup keepers, I'm with you 100%. But in terms of, like, I hear a lot of people say this about keepers where you say what you say, and I hear what you're saying, but it's like, brother, how many elite keepers are there out there, bro?
If you're willing to spend that moolah, man, there's some decent keepers out there, man. But it's just
elite, yeah. But I'm saying, how many? Like, sometimes I'm like, boy, you gotta be grateful for what you got. You know what I'm saying? We've got Nick Pope. No, I'm grateful for Nick Pope. And we got Dubravka. That's a decent back. Like, that you could push each other. Like, Dubravka could push him. He used to be number one. Do you get what I'm saying? Ramsdale, it's mad because I hear he's always a topic for conversation.
Yeah.
Like, I like Ramsdale.
Yeah.
Like, watch him as a neutral. I like him.
Mm.
And obviously, especially when Arsenal doing their thing last season, I watched Arsenal a lot. And I'm like, sometimes I look at him and think, what are you doing? Or why did you do that?
Yes. And it's happened quite a lot. That's
Too often, too often and of late. But what's mad for me with him is what's weird about him, when he's done these things, more time it's like you're doing these mad things when there was no reason to.
Yeah.
Like, there was no false error, bruv. It's just you.
Yeah.
Now, why did you pass there? Or why are you kicking it like that? Or do you get what I'm saying? But in terms of yeah, man, I hear what you're saying. I just think I'll just allow him for now. Let's see how it goes. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, he's not. You know what I'm saying? He's not a calamity. He's not a calamity. That's the main thing.
I want him
do you
to be
feel
more, I want him to be more commanding in his box. I want, like,
in what sense?
In the sense of, when I look at someone like a Jens Lehmann, who we had before, in that box, attackers from opposition, they feared Lehmann. Like, he would jump over 10 man to claim that ball, and he will be so commanding. And do you get what I'm saying? Ramsdale seems a bit more timid, and he's just like, it feels like, oh, whatever happens is gonna happen. I'll let it happen. Do you know what I'm saying? I want him to be a bit more aggressive in everything.
But you think that's a bit out of the game these days, like more like the Schmeichel days and all that, and you think that's a bit modern's a bit different now.
100% out the game, but I think he needs to bring a little bit more into the game, into his game. Do you know what I mean? But I don't want to spend too much on
No, but that's an interesting topic though. No,
Scan's
loving this.
Yeah.
They make Hollywood Saints for no reason. Yeah. No, Ramsdale, no, man. Like, Ramsdale's cool, man. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting to see him in the Champions League with more, because, like, even for my keeper, you got to understand, yeah. I swear our keepers are from relegation teams, bro. I saw he bought these keepers. I swear Ramsdale had a back-to-back relegation. Then he went to Arsenal, and then Nick Pope, relegated, and then we took it. It's mad, you know. And these are our guys that's going to be between our sticks. And don't let Pope fool you. Pope's a bit like, at one point for half of the season, I was still adamant that the Bravka's my number one. I wasn't having it about Pope.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. Yeah.
You remember for a long time, and even before we bought him, people rated Pope, but I was like, this guy does some dodge. And then we got him, I was like, no, I'm not really. But that Ramsdale, Pope's not. I prefer Pope over Ramsdale, yeah. But Pope had made some mad saves, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I can't even. He's made some saves where I'm like, okay, that saved us.
Yeah.
I remember too. Look at the Liverpool game.
There you go.
Everyone was hyping. But then with Ramsdale, we'll get that mad Liverpool game, and the next game we start doing madness. So yeah, it's tricky.
Exactly.
See what happens, man.
Yes, and I quickly want to get onto. I've got a few things to talk about. First, next thing I want to get into. Are you surprised, Wilfried Zaha to Galatasaray? Is that a surprise for you, or?
Brother, I only found this out about 2 or 3 in the morning. The first reaction was like, "Bro, what are you doing, bro?" That was the initial reaction. But then you simmer down and say, "You know what? You know why he's going there. That's for him." I'm shocked in the sense of people say it's split opinion. People say I want Champions League football. So I'm thinking,
but sorry to cut you off. They're not even in the Champions League yet. They have to qualify.
Oh, they qualify. Oh, wow.
They haven't qualified for Champions League yet. Galatasaray have to.
It must be a wages thing. I don't know what. He probably ain't get, because for my health, for the grapevine, I don't know. Well, first of all, who's to say he wants to go to Saudi Arabia anyway?
Yeah.
Like, because people just think, oh, everyone goes like, man, man, are still comfortable in it. Remember, he's human, he's man, them. Like, man, are still comfortable in that kind of environment. It's a bit different, you know what I'm saying? Like, but apparently, maybe he didn't get the wages, or the wages was the same around as Galatasaray, and he thought, you know what, I'll just go there, hopefully qualify for the Champions League. I don't know, man. It's mad. Fenerbahce were interested as well. That's a bit.
Are you surprised no Premier League clubs really came in for him?
But that's the debate, though. Did they actually come in for him or not? Or did they come in for him and he thought, what? Is this what you're offering me compared to that? Remember, it's not like he's 21. He's of a certain age. He probably wants one last big. You know, Palace offering him a decent, good wage packet, but he must be getting way more than Palace are offering him or certain clubs. But apparently, they say Premier League clubs wasn't really not in for him. That's the shock. Like they're saying, no one's really watching him. It's like ahead of time, no one's really watching him. So I was a bit surprising if that's true, but I don't know, man. I was quite surprised. I don't know. Like it's like his time. He's still got quality. We all know that, innit?
Yeah,
but it's like
I was trying to quickly.
Can't go Arsenal now, can you? Can't go Arsenal.
Yeah,
you can go Newcastle now. It's too late, innit? It's like
too late.
He's already, you know what I'm saying? So I'm quite surprised by that because he's got he's not finished yet in the Premier League. I would like to see him in another Premier League team, or even I don't know, a talent team. I know Lazio were you know, Lazio's and all that. So I don't know.
Yeah. So big good morning to Bronco in VA. Good morning to you, sir. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for joining.
Vancouver. I don't even. What's that? USA.
Yeah. USA somewhere.
It must be USA times. Yeah. Big up to my man. Yeah, man.
And let's get on to the next thing I'm gonna get onto is Darwin Núñez. I don't know the final score. Maybe Scants, you might want to put that up if you're watching. The final score Liverpool was just playing, but I saw the Darwin Núñez goals. I've seen little clips of him in training and stuff. Oh, Virginia. He's in Virginia.
Nice one. Virginia. Okay, nice one.
Yeah, and do you know what? I've with Darwin Núñez, from what I've seen so far in pre-season, he looks, as Dubs would say, he looks slightly more composed in front of goal. I personally think he's going to have a better season than last season.
Facts. Big up Núñez.
Yeah, I think a big part of his pre-season training that he's probably doing is, you know, he seems to get a lot of space, and that's when his mind starts to wander.
One-on-ones, man. One-on-ones.
He's got too much time to think sometimes, Núñez. But I think this pre-season he's probably working a bit more on that. The goals I saw 2 of the goals he scored in the game that just happened, and good goals, very composed, and he seems like he's ready. He's been given a number 9 shirt.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he's been given a number 9 shirt now, and he seems like he's ready for this season. So I'm predicting a better season for Núñez. But what do you think? Have you seen anything of him so far this preseason?
I haven't seen it recent, but I've already seen what I need to see. And potentially, when people are kind of writing him off or getting too harsh on him, always been a fan of him. You know, there's things that you can work on because, like you said, you can get into spaces. You can get space, a lot of one-on-ones. That's his first season. Give the guy a break. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna come good. Hopefully, not too good because I see the likes of Liverpool and yourselves as competitors for certain positions potentially. So, and Liverpool got a lot of firepower, man. Like, so
a hell of a lot of firepower.
They look like they potentially could be dangerous. You get what I'm saying? But,
I mean, with the signings of McAllister, Szoboszlai, already that midfield, we obviously know Hendo's going, Firmino's going. No, Firmino, I don't know if you heard about Firmino and his dogs. Do you hear about that?
No.
Basically, you know, Firmino is meant to be going over to Saudi.
Yeah, apparently Maxi. Yeah.
Yeah, apparently he owns a few dogs. I don't know what dogs they are. Someone said they're pit bulls, but I don't know. But apparently Saudi are not allowing those dogs over. So that's what has stalled the deal, because he wants to take his dogs and they're not allowing him to take his dogs. I think they're trying to work around it.
That's mad.
So
But it's illegal, yeah.
This could be the first transfer in history that's been, held up because stopped or fell through because of dogs.
Oh, Jesus, bro.
Which is
you can't make this shit up,
Yeah.
No, but dogs, like, for people that are animal dog lovers, it's actually family to them, innit? It's not. It's like almost like leaving their kids to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It might sound mad if they're not. Well, for them.
French bulldogs. They are French bulldogs.
Nah, it's all mad. I don't know what's going on there, but
I
thought he was already there. I thought he's there, Maxi's there, and I thought Mahrez will look to go there soon, anytime soon as well. I don't know. It's crazy.
But I think Liverpool are going to be challenging this season.
For what? For what though?
For the title. I think they'll be back.
For the title?
Yeah, I honestly think that. Do you know what it is? Because when you look at towards we know they didn't have a great season at the start. Now
the last 8 games or so, they look mad.
Yeah, I think
with a weak team.
Out of their last 10, I think they won like 9 or something. Like their last 10.
They look cool.
But they look like they was getting that mojo back, and I believe they got a few
more games. They would have picked us for 4th spot. Facts.
This is what I'm saying. Yeah,
probably 2 more games would have picked us.
Yeah, and even in interviews, I watched the Klopp interview. I think last night, and in the interview, you can just tell the whole aura about him. Even him is different.
He's feeling the energy. Yeah.
Even the team themselves, they drew 4-4 today, but it's pre-season, so we don't really care about pre-season. But I think going into that season, I think Liverpool have learnt from last season. I think they're going to hit the ground running. They got Chelsea the first game, which is going to be a very tough game.
And Chelsea looking kind of okayish as well. Like certain man, Jackson and QQ and their man, they're looking.
Jackson looks brilliant.
It's mad, isn't it?
Jackson,
it's going to be interesting. But I'm telling you, man.
Jackson looks absolutely brilliant. But first, I want to quickly go back to Maxi. How you feeling about that, man?
Well, like I had a conversation with a couple of other Newcastle United supporters, where if he was consistently fit, I'll be disappointed.
Yeah,
but because that ain't the case, I'm more just gonna miss him and just thank him for all he's done, even for the low days. Nothing was going on for us, but it'll give us a smile by his performances, and and some people have there's certain debate of like Maxi is a great player for a bad team and a bad coach, but he's a bad player for a good coach and a good team.
Yeah,
which I find a bit harsh, because I believe I'd rather him stay. You get what I'm saying? Like, so I'm gonna miss him, but like seriously, like he brought a lot of joy, even when nothing's going on for us. Just watch him do certain things, but it just seems like, I don't know, man. At the end of the day, we won a lot of games without him. And at one point, I never forgot about Maxi. Like, I forgot he's there. But at one point, it was on my mind. Like, where's Maxi? It used to be, where's Maxi? Where's Maxi? You get mad. It was on my mind because we were doing bits without him at the team. So that's what I said. We've
got a question for you, Specs. It's from Broke again. How do you feel about SPIF loaning players to Newcastle in the future?
Yeah, well, apparently you've got a lot of Premier League teams that are complaining and asking them to investigate us. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, it's just, people just won't leave us alone. Like, and someone else asked me that on my comment to my other video about Maxi, saying the same good question, the same kind of question.
Yeah.
Can you just imagine? Other teams may want to do that as well, because it's us and our PIF connection, or we're owned by them. Can you imagine the hoorah? Imagine Maxi, by the time just before the thing, Maxi long back to us for a year. Fair investigations, fair, like Premier League trimmers will be coming out. But how do I feel about that? In terms of if it's right or wrong, I don't know all the ins and outs of this politics. But if he longs it back to us, I'll be over the bloody moon. Believe that. but you know that's a loophole that Chelsea could do certain things like that, but it's Newcastle. It's too close to home.
Yeah.
It's too close to home. Like, you're owned by PIF, but technically, allegedly, we're owned by the state, allegedly.
Yeah.
And then, come on, man.
Exactly. Scant says he just doesn't think Maxi fits into Eddie's team play. You agree with that?
I've heard Scan say that before. I'm on the fence with that one because it's like, I'm not blind, innit? I wear glasses before, right? But I can see what he's kind of saying. I can see what he's kind of saying in a sense of, especially when he was out for so long at times. As a team, you can see it's like a puzzle. As a team, everyone is in cohesion at the same time. It's free flowing, isn't it?
Yes.
Where Maxi might just get into his old habits of like, I don't care, I'm gonna run past 8 man. More time it works, and then it flops, and then he can't run back properly, and then kind of breaks the shape, as Scats was saying. But overall, I just feel like, could he really afford? We can afford to lose him, maybe, but I'm just like, why would you want to lose him? Because he still can add something. On the pitch, that, to get what I'm saying. But I knew overall.
Harvey Barnes a decent replacement though.
No, Harvey Barnes is great. It's weird. Like, I used to always rate Callum Wilson. Then we got him. It was weird. You get what I'm saying? And then Barnes. I've always rated Barnes from a long time. I think under the radar, like, everyone knows me. So I was like, raw, I'll take him. You know what he can do already. He got his best stats last season in an awful, horrible team. 13 goals and whatever, so on and so. So he gets goals, gets assists. You know what you're getting, bro. Whether he's going to cross it in, whether he's going to cut in. You saw it yesterday as well. Like, it's not a bad replacement at all. In terms of, like Spence said, fitting into, like, basically, Eddie knows he probably can fit into this. You know what I'm saying? And for 38, 39 mil, I'm taking that. That's
take it. Bronco said Arsenal could do it with Colorado Rapids. Yeah, buy Pepe for 15 million offset. Yeah, I totally.
What's that about? What's that, Pepe? What's that about? Explain that one to me.
Obviously, because the Kroenke is in it, and the whole owning thing in America.
Owning who?
Sorry, I just have to put this up before I continue. That's a message from from Matt. You know, Matt.
You know what? I ain't even giving Matt the time. You're getting no time from me today. This guy's on me. He's everywhere, isn't he?
Listen, Matt is everywhere. We got. Let me go back to what I was saying. Yeah, with Kroenke owning, like, obviously MLS team and stuff like that, we could kind of do that, you know.
But Pepe, Pepe back at Arsenal? I'm confused.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is we could sell Pepe to one of.
Oh, it's funny. I like that one.
Kroenke's MLS team, you know, offset the costs. You know what I mean?
And you know what? No one will bow an eyelid or take too much notice, but because everyone is on to this south, like right now, anything connected with the Saudis, everyone's hating.
Yeah,
they're taking over the Gulf to the point where the PG are like, after all that, and all this anger, it's like, you know what? We might as well merge.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into that anyway. Boxing's getting taken over. You got bloody UFC fighters fighting Tyson. It's all crazy, bro.
Yeah.
And the PIF, it's got some kind of connection with Chelsea as well. How they got the deal in the first place with the Bowley. It's crazy, bro. So anything to do with Newcastle right now, they're just hating. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Who's your first choice striker, Specs? Is a question for you.
What for?
He's your striker. He's your main striker. Big up Matt, man.
I'll tie it back. Bro, I always find it hard to answer that question, you know, bro.
Are you starting with? Is Isaac gonna start? Is Wilson gonna start?
If you're gonna play both of them, I'm gonna start Wilson up that in the middle, innit? But if I had just one shot, like out of just those two to start there, with no Isaac in the team at all.
Do you know, they make it hard because they always one scores, the other scores.
Bro, that's what I'm. And they're both different. It's a headache, bro. and they both openly, in a humble way, make it known to the camera verbally that they're not happy if man ain't getting games.
exactly.
Also made it clear, but in a professional way, like that. Yeah, we trust in the gaffer, but obviously, I'm not happy if I ain't playing.
I want to start.
He's like same thing, screw face.
Yeah.
It's an ego thing as well. Like, bro, you can't just come in and take the. You know what I mean? He's thinking, like Wilson thinks, bro, I'm the man. Can't just come in and take my spot. And he's thinking, bro, I cost 63 mil, bro. I'm here for a reason. It's mad.
There you go.
But overall, if I had a preference, I'll probably go just Isaac, bro. It's crazy. I know it's mad. You can't win, but if I had to come put to my head, I'm going for Isaac.
That's not.
Because he's just disgusting, bro.
It's not a bad shot. Anyone you choose, I can't argue because they're both fantastic strikers. Do you know what I mean?
But Isaac can play in that middle role and bandoozle defenders because he can just drift if he wants to on the left.
There you go.
He's done it before. Like, it's mad, bro.
He'll do
He's a serious guy.
The Thierry Henry thing. He'll drift out to that.
Bro. That is not even a joke comment when people say that. Like, it's. I didn't look at it at first, so people started. Obviously, Henry, bro. Let's not. He's in his own get with, but he's young as well. Like, seeing certain things, there's a lot of similarities, man.
Isaac can do it. He can do it. He's got the potential.
He stays fit, and he can also keep progressing, brother. I want to be if he can't do what he's doing right now. Let's say for the next 2 or 3 years, even 2 years, and your costs are still in around, let's say 6 to 8, whatever. Bro, I wouldn't be surprised if someone from Spain, or Madrid, or somebody calls for him. Even in the Premier League, I wouldn't be surprised.
To try and snap him up. Yeah. While we're on the subject of strikers, I don't know if you've heard as well. Daniel Levy's been told by the Spurs owner that, listen, we have £100 million asset here in Harry Kane.
Sell him.
You need to sell him or figure out a new deal because we're not letting him run down his contract next year.
He didn't sign on a new deal regardless, bro. Unless you offer him £700,000 a week, then maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Give him some of that Saudi money, bruv, then yeah. Nah, bro. Look, I don't know why he ain't gone already. Like, Bayern Munich ain't going to keep making noise if there's something not in it, bro.
Yeah.
We all know they went to Kane's house, whenever that was, a few weeks back. Back in the day, they called it tapping up, but now it's a normal thing, apparently.
Yeah, exactly.
So they've had conversations. Some people kind of put shade on Bayern Munich as if like, oh, why are you going there? Oh, it's Bayern Munich, bro. Like, why not? Oh, we can break Sheron's record. Oh, but he's done that, but it must win something, bro.
Yeah. You might not break the record, but you'll probably win the title next season. And you'll be in the Champions League. You'll get to semis probably
every season.
Minimum, yeah.
He'll definitely win a league in Germany. And who's to say he can't come back to Spurs at some point? You know what I'm saying? So, or wherever. So, nah. Like, when I heard apparently that Lewis, who's the owner, but people get it twisted. They keep thinking Daniel Levy runs like it's his club. It's not.
Yeah, exactly.
Lewis, the silent man, yeah. If he's apparently told Levy that, should have told him that bloody long time ago. I put up for the manager. Every press conference, from the day he's walked in, Kane. Even I haven't listened to the stories now. Kane.
And even the German reporter that bought the Kane
with his shirt. That rattled him. You see, Postecoglou, I can't pronounce his name.
Yeah.
What you got to understand, he's not from this world, Premier League world. He's from the A leagues and all that, and get me, Scottish Prem. This is a different world, bruv. You're just gonna get constant. He must, like me personally. Someone else was saying from the get go, I'll be like, look, man, I'm gonna speak on Kane once, and I ain't speaking about him again. And every time he asks me, you're gonna get ignored.
Yeah,
nip it in the bud.
Exactly. Matt was saying Lewis is living his best life on his yacht. He don't care about Spurs. It's just a cash cow.
It's a business. It's a stadium. It's an arena. It's a whatever it is, an F1 Gold Car, whatever it is, Beyonce's and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they're making.
You get me, bro. Like, look, man, Spurs for me on a serious level, bro. From the preseason started, bro, you should have been gone.
Yeah,
and keep it moving. How about I? Imagine he moves now. Imagine he doesn't move in the end, just before the transfer window's done.
Mm.
And then what? You get what I'm saying? Like, no, because trust me, I don't care what players they got in now or whatever, pots up uglies or whatever uglies. Let me tell you something, bro. If Kane goes, bro, especially before the transfers window ends,
Yeah.
Spurs are finishing 10th, bro. If that.
It's mad. It's mad to you just think to yourself,
Right.
who's gonna replace them goals?
You can't replace him. That's my whole point, though. People
Yeah.
chat about, we need to get money to replace him. No, just get the money in and try and build something, yeah? You can't replace Kane. You can't replace Haaland, bro. You get what I'm saying? Certain players just can't replace, bro.
Do you think Tony could?
Has Arsenal ever... Huh?
I was gonna say, do you think Tony could potentially
That
replace?
would be a good acquisition. It's not replacing him, though. No one can replace Kane in my eyes. But Tony would be the best bet.
Yeah.
I think it'd be perfect for them. You know what I'm saying? But some players are just irreplaceable. Thierry Henry, have Arsenal, since he left Arsenal, have you replaced him?
Nah, there's just certain, I agree. It's
No,
just certain players, just like they're just one in a lifetime players that
man.
You can get players in that could do a job, but you never replace those type of players.
No, man, Kane's a serious guy, man. He's not fanciable, but he does his thing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. And how do you feel? I mean, this preseason, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen quite a bit of even against us, Jadon Sancho. He's looking hot again, man. Like
he's looking hot, but he's doing all right. I'm happy for him.
He's looking
back a bit,
Yeah, he's looking a lot. He seems better. You know, he's spoken about. He went through like the mental health and everything like that. He seems to have kind of got past that bit, and he's back to his football now.
Yeah.
And he was looking very, very, very lively, man.
He's looking fit, man.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, man. But just a quick question, because my battery's gonna die soon, bro. Sorry,
Go on.
I'm gonna keep asking the same question every 4 weeks, every month, end of the season.
Go on.
If Arteta had a choice, he came at the press conference tomorrow that says, Arsenal fans, Mr. Cav of the Red Pitch podcast, we have a chance to swap Jesus for Isak. What do you do?
Jesus for Isak?
Yeah. I think you do a better job in that Arsenal team than he. I think it's usually perfect, I'm swearing that, bro.
Do you know what's weird? Yeah, is that I know me and you've gone back and forth on this trolling thing between these two for.
No, I like Jesus though, but it's a healthy trolling. It's not like no one dissing Jesus.
Yeah.
He's cold.
Matt saying I wouldn't do it.
Do you know what, you lying to yourself, bro.
Do you know what though? Jesus does so much, right? In the final third, I believe this season he's gonna get more goals than he did last season. But do you know what it is?
Yeah,
we need a proper number 9.
No, you do.
And I've come to the realization is I've loved Jesus, but if you're talking about number 9s, I think Isaac in our team would get close to Haaland numbers, and that's not even me.
No, I'm with you, bro.
Or do you know what I'm saying? I think he's just more of a polished. He can be more of a polished number 9 finisher. Personally,
to add on to that, what I'm saying is he does. But look at Isaac. I see Arsenal. I'll be real. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, imagine, especially when Jesus was out. Imagine having that hot Isaac in your team, bro.
Like, no, I agree, man.
Jeez, bro.
Yeah, man. Jesus, like I said, Jesus does a lot. He does a lot off the ball.
He's cool, man. He's cool, man. Yeah.
Personally, and then, like I was saying, in a number 9, you want a proper goal scorer.
Yeah, man.
I would choose Isaac as my main number 9.
At the moment, yeah. It's mad.
You know, it might change in 5 months or so.
That's what I'm saying. We'll keep. Yeah, I'm with you saying, but because like I said, remember, as I always go on, I was on to Isaac from long before the takeover, bro.
Ages.
That's the same.
Ages.
So when it come true, out of nowhere. Remember that? It was like, what, 63 mil? When you sent me what are you talking about, bro? Isaac? had little talks here and there. 63 mil was a bit much. I like him, but I didn't know he'd have an impact. I knew not like this anyway, bro. Let's just put that.
Yeah.
Get me? Like,
yeah. Scat said Isaac will get more goals.
facts.
I agree.
Facts, bro.
I agree.
In the Arsenal team, how you not play? He is perfect, bro. I know what's weird. It's not a lie or a joke. Everyone knows you weren't interested in him. But sometimes it takes the so-called to take a punt on him. You got what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think
like Arsenal can't afford to try out players. You got what I'm saying? For that amount of money. Do you get what I'm saying?
It was the whole that January window for us was a bit mad because you had the whole Aubameyang thing going on, and
he matched it up.
And then Sociedad were like, 85 mil if you want Isaac now, kind of thing. Yeah, so it's just like spent 85 mil in January.
That's risky, bro.
So we didn't know, and do you know what I mean? But I guarantee if we knew what we knew now, I think in our system, like Matt was saying, Jesus, he thinks Jesus links up better with the wingers and stuff. I agree, but like I was saying, as a number 9, Isaac is getting you in our team. Isaac is getting you goals. With Odegaard, Martinelli, and Saka, with Isaac, and with his aerial threat as well.
That's what I'm saying. He's quite. I remember, and he's young, bro. It's not like he's not 27, 26. No, I know JJ's young as well, but I swear he's about 23 or something like 22, 23, just turned 23.
Who's that?
You get what I'm saying? Yeah, 22, just turned 23 now. I'm not sure.
Isaac.
Yeah.
Skirts is saying, expect smaller team.
No, I didn't say smaller team. I just said so-called slightly less team. You get me? I'm honest to myself. You get what I'm saying? Because I know last summer, if you had 2 choices, you're gonna go Arsenal or Newcastle. Bro, he's going Arsenal. Let's just stop being silly about this. You know what I'm saying? You're like, what Arsenal? Me? What? Safe.
100%. The chance to get the 14 shirt as well. I think he would be probably more suited to the 14 shirt.
Oh, facts. Facts, bro. Yeah, man. He's doing bits, bro. Even in preseason, he's looking sharp. He's doing his thing. Get me? Not sharp, but he's getting his goals, isn't it? Like he's just cocky as well with it. You get me? Just like whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? But we got him. We got to keep fit. That's one thing. We got to keep fit, and you got to keep JP fit. You get me? And Saka mostly always fit anyway.
Especially if we end up selling Balogun as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's another comment. That's another video, bro. Like, Balogun, man. I just wanna. It's always like Arsenal are afraid to let him shine, and they're like, "Oh shit, we can't play Jesus no more." I'm telling you, bro. He would outshine Jesus, bro. Anyway,
I think the way we play, I think Balogun as a number 9, he'll be suited to it. He would definitely be suited. The runs he makes,
and he looks confident. He looks ready, man.
Perfect. He just obviously he missed a couple of decent chances in the Nuremberg game, and he didn't get on at all against Man United. Not even off on the sub.
Yeah, that's a bit mad. And what's going on with Coutinho, man? No, just get rid of him, bro, and just like give him to us for free. We'll look after him, brother. How come, man? He couldn't even get. I swear, wait, did he come in? He didn't even come in a pitch against who was it?
United, against United. Yeah, he played the second half. The whole second half. Tierney came on.
What game was it before? Okay, well, I can get a start, brother.
It's true. He started Tomiyasu ahead of him on left back.
Bruv. No, there's something going on behind the scenes. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah.
But I keep forgetting, Arteta didn't buy him, did he?
No. But you know what as well, though? Because what it is, because of the system we're playing now, and he loves the inverted, inverted left back type thing. Tierney's been learning that behind the scenes because that's how Arteta wants his left backs to play, and because Tierney's not quite there yet to play how the boss wants, he hasn't really been getting game time. But he had an interview the other day, and he said, "Listen," he said he's happy. He said he knows he ain't going to get a lot of minutes, and he said currently he's learning that inverted that Zinchenko does. He's learning it, and you know, and Arteta hasn't come to him and said, we don't need you. He's always been told,
What's going on? Yeah.
what's going on. He's never been kept out the loop and just kept like on edge, like
Left
what's going
behind.
on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? He's always been involved in everything. So
Oh, man, I
I
need to
think,
play, man. I just want to see him play. I think he's cold, bro. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah.
don't know.
Do you know what? Defensively, he's our best left back. Defensively, going forward, which is what Arteta likes, coming into midfield, Zinni's probably the best at that, and I think Arteta prefers that than having a proper defensive.
Yeah,
You
but I'm
know,
sure he can mix it up. Like when he's going forward, like the overlap as well with the other wingers. You get what I'm saying? Like he's cold for that.
yeah. Like I said,
He's
you know,
fire.
it's pre-season.
Where's Tavares, bro? He didn't talk.
No, he didn't go. He didn't go.
So where is he?
He was on extended break after the Euros, the under 21 Euros.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Smith Rowe's back, and but
And the has been playing all the games, bro. Like,
yeah,
that's right. He's vexed.
Tavares. I think Galatasaray wanted Tavares as well. Cedric didn't go on tour either. He left Cedric at home. Cedric will be going.
What, is he still playing for you? I thought he's gone already.
No, Cedric still. He was on at Wolves, innit?
I know, but I thought
he went Fulham. Fulham on
okay.
loan, but he's back.
Right.
He's got 1 year left on his contract as well. So yeah,
Man.
It's gonna be interesting, my bro.
About Lokonga, quickly, is he on tour?
Injured. Lokonga's injured.
On that note, brother,
Exactly.
wrap it up.
There you go. Scans has just come through and said I wouldn't play Zinni in the Champions League. I totally agree, Scans. To be fair, I wouldn't play him in the Champions League either because it's a different kettle of fish there. Them wingers
That's
there,
mad.
they'll be getting in behind Zinchenko all of the time. So that's when I feel that Tierney probably be best for the Champions League.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro.
But yeah, man. But last thing, Havertz.
Yeah, Havertz. Oof.
How you feeling so far? Obviously, it's pre-season, but are you a bit like, like pressure? Like, is like, you get me? you know.
Do you know what it is? Right?
But 10%.
Yeah.
My fault. Sorry.
I'm gonna keep this brief. Havertz, right?
Yeah.
I feel Havertz is gonna eventually slot in, and I reckon he's gonna do a good job. Right, as of right now, it's too early. I feel that he needs. I feel Havertz needs that settling in period. He needs a couple months. Right now, like I was saying the other day, my starting midfield, you're gonna play Partey in the 6, Rice in the 8, and then Odegaard. That's my 3-man midfield. If he doesn't want to play Partey, right, you've got to play Rice. And then you've got to play Trossard in that left 8. Trossard in that left 8, I think would do a better job than anybody we have right now in the left 8.
Okay.
That's my personal opinion. And like I agree with like what Scancer just said. Havertz doesn't have the energy. I agree. Havertz isn't too mobile. Yeah, he isn't as mobile as Rice or Partey. So it's like, is that midfield position really going to be suited to Havertz?
But can I be coached into him? He's not an old man. Can I be coached into him?
I think it can be, but he's got to want
He's got to
want it. He can't just, because he costs 65 mil. That's the only thing everyone's going to be scrutinizing him. Even
a lot of money still.
Even the price, it's a lot of money, bro.
Bro.
It's a hell of a lot of money. So, but he's got to come now. He's got to show and prove.
Yeah, man.
It's up to him.
And also give him like not like a lifeline, but give me like a new fresh. Like, you know what? Leave that now.
Yeah.
Come to the north side. You get me? And yeah.
I mean,
I don't have it, but I always got a soft spot for him anyway. I think he's cool, man.
Yeah, same. And the thing is, if Arteta's bought him, there's a reason why he's bought him. Maybe we can't see it yet. Like when you look at play, I'm telling you, when it was a choice between us signing Buendia or Odegaard, when we got Odegaard, a lot of fans were like, "Oh, why didn't we get Buendia? Odegaard this, Odegaard that." But
Yeah,
Arteta knew what he wanted, and now look at Odegaard. Do you get what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that's
So
great.
it's as time goes on, I think Havertz will come into a role and he'll do good. But for now, he just needs to that settle in period, watch and learn, and he needs to maybe go, you know, hang around Rice and them man say and watch how they play, how
And he will do.
mobile.
He bonds with them. All of them, man. Jorginho, don't write off Jorginho. You get me? Jorginho's about, bro. He's like a real character behind the scenes. I didn't know the character like that. I've seen
Yeah,
him behind the scenes. Do you get what I'm saying? So the bonds should be there. Yeah, man. Look, man. If he believes he can coach him into something, he can. Look at Joe Linton, for example, bro.
exactly.
Almost plus the requirements. And Almiron, you get me?
Yeah.
Now
There
look.
you go. It can happen, man. It can happen.
Yeah. So now. All right, man. Nice having a conversation with you, though, bro.
Yeah, man. You too, man. And yeah,
Got to, man.
we do this again. Next time we
100%.
get the other guys involved and whatever. We just do it whenever we can, innit? But
All right, brother.
good talk, man. And good luck with your preseason. Look, one last thing. Who have you got next preseason game?
Blood, I don't bloody know, man. I'm sure it's Brighton or Chelsea. One of the two, bro. One of the
No,
two.
actually, I saw it last night at Chelsea. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
going to be interesting.
That's going to
That's
be
another tough one. Yeah.
So we'll see. But good luck on that, man.
We should play our first team for that one. I think we should. 4-3-3 first team. Just to see where we're at.
For the first half, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, and try and get it. But
play down Bird left back to get me. But yeah. Cool.
Good luck for the rest of your preseason. And
you, bro.
we catch up.
All right, respect.
All right, bro.